Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at this tweet. The infamous tweet. Someone should make an NFT out of this. This is what we're waiting for today. I don't know if the SEC is actually going to tweet approval, or maybe Gary, the save face, will do a press conference today and talk about the hack, the compromise, and then announce ETFs, right? I mean, he should. Based on what just happened yesterday, maybe normally he doesn't do that for ETF approvals, but in this case, he should. Here's the latest. What happened yesterday? I said I did a couple of videos. I streamed. I didn't think that it was a hack at all. I thought it's someone pulling, Gary's strings, which could still be the case. But X did investigate. And they said it wasn't like a real hack. It wasn't like someone hacked X or anything like that. It turned out to be something as silly as somehow someone found an old phone number that the SEC used to use, and they used that to do a recovery, and then that's how they got in. And basically, there was no 2FA turned on. Like for me, I have 2FA turned on. There's no one that can get into my Twitter. The SEC didn't do that. And if you think about it, how would this individual know to take over that phone number, right? I don't know. Maybe it was Gary all along, or an ex-employee, or whatever. But, someone that's supposed to be safeguarding investors, they weren't able to safeguard their X page, right? That's a big concern, especially when Gary himself tweeted this out just a few months ago. This is a reminder to secure your financial accounts, as well as to protect against identity theft and fraud. Use strong passwords and passphrases. Set up multi-factor authentication. That's 2FA. Keep account alerts turned on. It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Well, I don't think we're in Cybersecurity Awareness Month right now, but he even said it himself. So why would you not do that to probably the most important page or regulatory page or the most important agency page on X, right? Like that doesn't make a lot of sense. That's a fireable offense. That's definitely a fireable offense if you ask me. If I was a head of company and our X page got hacked because there was no 2FA turned on, that person that's in charge of that should be fired. In this case, I think it should be Gary. Jan Van Eyck, he said it's a guaranteed that we will get all the ETFs listed on Thursday. That means we're getting approval today. He said that on air multiple times. He's like, this is a done deal. This is the CEO of Van Eyck, not just some analyst, not a Bloomberg analyst, not like CNBC analyst. No, this is the CEO of a major fund company who happens to be also issuing Bitcoin ETFs. He confirmed it. And today, it does seem like that's still the case. This Eric person who works at Bloomberg, he's like, happy ETF approval day. As far as we know, it's all systems go. Most likely we'll see a formal approval ballpark between 46. So after market close today, he's already updating these the DES pages. Okay, see, so he's typing it in. I was wondering what DES stands for, so I looked it up. It's just basically company description overview. So they're typing it in right now. They're typing in all the symbols. They're typing the companies, the descriptions, and everything else. So as far as everyone knows, this is still coming. Today is Bitcoin ETF day. And sometime after market close, we will get approval. And then that means tomorrow things get listed. But I'm waiting. Maybe Gary does that. Maybe Gary does that press interview. If I was Gary and I was trying to save face at least a little bit, even though everyone knows that he needs to go and there's no one on his side, he should be doing a press conference like this afternoon. Like he should do a press conference and say, we screwed up. It's our fault. We have taken measures to make sure this will never happen again. And by the way, ETFs are approved officially from my mouth. So we're waiting for that. But basically all signs are a go. Go, go, go. We're finally going to get it. And right now we're getting some volatility. Bitcoin has fallen to 45, right? From yesterday, because of the whole debacle thing, we went up to 48, down to 44, and now we're around 45. So there's definitely volatility. People are betting against this, okay? Some people think it's not going to come. Some people think it will come. It's just too hard to kind of like stop the whole process and then say, well, we're extending the deadline, because this is a hard deadline and all the exchanges are ready to list. Bloomberg is updating the terminal. All these fund managers are basically told, get ready. So it's going to be really hard to just kind of push everything back. Okay. Even BlackRock, in anticipation of listing, they just dropped their fees again because they want to be competitive. And plus, I heard someone say this out loud the other day, and it makes a lot of sense. These companies are lowering their fees because they anticipate high volume. Keep in mind, all these guys like BlackRock and ARK and Van Eyck and everyone else, they're going to be making money off of this, right? They're going to be making boatloads of money from offering ETFs, all the trading and everything, and management fees and everything else there is to it. So if there's going to be a ton of volume, yeah, they could lower their fees as little as they want to a little as they want. But someone like Grayscale, they have their fee at like 1.5%. So that's actually a really bad sign. That means they don't anticipate a lot of volume into their ETF, because it's going to be hard for them to compete with BlackRock's of the world. So that's kind of interesting. That's an interesting perspective if you think about it. But BlackRock lowered their fees. Grayscale's at a 1.5%. Like, who's going to be buying Grayscale GBTC going forward and you're paying 1.5% when everyone else is at 0 or 0.12 or something? That's a big difference. But again, all signs point to we will get that spot ETF today after the market, and tomorrow we will get listing. It's not even Friday. We're going to get all these listings tomorrow, so we don't have to wait much longer. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, even though there are some rumors that he didn't even write the book and the whole story is fake. He does not like the government. He does not like overprinting. He does not like inflation. So he's saying Bitcoin is going to go to 150,000 soon. And I don't disagree with him. I think Bitcoin could end up at 100,000 by the end of this year. And the next year, we got another whole year to see it go up to 150, 200, 250,000. He is right. You can't trust central banks. You can't trust banks at all. They just keep on printing. The printing never stops. That means money just becomes worthless, more and more worthless over time. You're being robbed of your buying power. Inflation is a silent tax, and you need to hold on to assets that won't inflate away to nothing. You want assets that will inflate to the moon, like Bitcoin.